Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action. On 2K Sports, with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Houston Rockets here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. And this matchup with the Knicks, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Galloway in at the point. Carmelo Anthony, the third pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and, of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Houston on D. Here's Galloway to the left wing. The 9-foot shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Harden. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Carmelo. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lawson kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Harden. Back to Howard. Harden the pass to Ariza. Outside for Thornton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And, guys, the wheels really fell off for Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
And on the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season, he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Back to Aflalo. Pass to Anthony. New York needs to get off a shot. Fades and shoots. The Knicks rebound. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. Harden gets the bucket.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's Galloway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Good.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Lawson outside. And it's all evened up.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Galloway. Inside. And again, Carmelo Anthony. Anthony's got 8 points. Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. There's the pick. Lopez with the steal. And now, in transition, it's Afflalo. Here we go. Pass to Porzingis. Off the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. Galloway kicks to Afflalo. There's the dish to Galloway. Ball's knocked loose. Anthony with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Anthony drives in, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Thornton dishes to Howard. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and L.A. that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
And it seems, Greg, that, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin? Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon. No greater roster of big men than that one there.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Montejunas comes in for Trevor Ariza. Corey Brewer's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Grant comes in for Langston Galloway. Now, here's Grant. Outside Anthony. Back to Grant for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. From deep Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Grant outside. He feeds it to Afflalo. Here's Porzingis, covered by Montejunas. Anthony nowhere around. Good on the 13-footer. Anthony's got 12 in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
There's a screen by Montejunas. Dishes to Capella. Houston needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Vujacic in for Aaron Aflalo. Now, here's Grant. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. He kicks to Williams. Here's Serafin. And the rejection by Harden. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Beverly. And here's the fast break. Williams with the block. And they get it back. Here's Harden. Offensive rebound. Beverly the pass to Capella. Kicks it to Brewer. The feed now to Moniunas. Brewer with the ball. Moniunas sets a screen for Harden. 6 to shoot. And another 3 for Houston.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Vujacic. Back to Grant. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Here's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Capella. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And the basket by Jones.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Grant kicks to Vujacic. Stolen by Beverly. Now here's Harden. D right on him. To the right side. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Jones. That's good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
New York calls timeout.
You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
Now, here's Grant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. O'Quinn dishes to Williams. And the rejection by Harden. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Vujicic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark. That beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Derek Williams. And it's Beverly missing.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
And he gets the bucket. Grant's got his first basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Harden. The fader. The shot, no good.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Williams passes to Serafin. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Feeds it to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And oh, here we go with Brook.
Whoa! Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Out.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Lawson. Also Thornton out there. Howard is out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Capella in at the power forward. Lawson drives in. It's deflected. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the wash to Atlanta. Here's a Flalo. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
You know, with the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
There's Galloway. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the paint. Here's Anthony. And it's sent back by Howard. Passes to Thornton. High post, Howard. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Howard with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Poked loose. Lawson kicks to Ariza. No good from outside. New York trailing. Here's Galloway. There's a good screen. Down low. Here's Anthony. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Aflalo created the space for that shot. He got his body right in the way of the defender.
Screen by Howard. Lawson kicks to Howard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as Dominic Clark as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
Galloway, the pass to Aflalo. He dishes it to Anthony. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league.
Screen by Howard. They set the screen. Ariza. Another miss by Houston.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
The Knicks with the lead.
And Howard missing a lot of time last season with various knee issues. He's taken his training and conditioning regimen to a new level, it looks like, to kind of preserve his body for the long haul.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Aflalo penetrating.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Ariza outside. Lopez against Howard. With the shot. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Howard's got 8 points.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Here's Galloway. Lawson defending. It's Anthony with the drive. Aflalo outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Lawson dishes to Capella. The pass to Thornton. He feeds it to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Pass to Capella. 5 on the clock. And Lawson with the drive. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lawson's got 5 points now this quarter. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Anthony with the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
Here's Lawson. 8 points for him. For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark, but it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ariza has the open look. No good with the triple. The Knicks leading by 4. The open shot, Anthony. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 3 assists in the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Thornton with it. Out guarded by Aflalo. Capella kicks to Howard. Houston moving the ball around. Will it go? And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. Williams passes to Carmelo. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Grant outside. Anthony with the screen on Beverly. Here's Grant. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Grant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Harden dishes to Moniunas. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Kevin Seraphin.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. The Knicks leading by 6. Now here's Grant. On the wing, Williams pulls it up. The rebound by Harden.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Pass to Jones. Back to Harden. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Williams attacking. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical. Take a look at what Williams has been doing. He has 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Screen by Jones. The dish now to Beverly. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Vujacic. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Rockets trail by 10.
There we go, fans. Keep it going for your Rockets power dancers.
Now Harden. He's got 11. Dishes it to Jones. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Brewer. Another miss by Houston.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Harden kicks to Beverly. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Jones drives in. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
And here is Grant. To the middle. Here's Williams. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Here's Harden. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Inside. Moniunas with the steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Moniunas. The Knicks on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Grant kicks to Vujacic. There's a screen by Williams. Seraphin the pass to Grant.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Left side, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Harden with the defensive effort.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It goes on Jaren Grant. He got it up. And no good trying to get that one.
All right, Houston, coming out of the corner.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Melo having a terrific game. He has 23 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. Lawson drives in. Lopez with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Here's Howard. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Knicks leading by 8. Well, you think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreke Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
Here's Thornton. It's rebounded by New York. Aflalo's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract, but it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny.
Howard misses.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
And stolen by Howard. Ariza kicks to Harden. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
And guys, when you talk to other players on the Rockets, James Harden more and more becoming a vocal leader. I mean, tremendous confidence and swagger and determination, but that confidence can be contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team.
Lawson kicks to Howard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. No good on the triple. Rockets trailed by 8. Here's Harden on the win. He's feeling it. And he connects with the jumper. Harden's got 20 points.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
New York leading by 6.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Lawson kicks to Harden. To the inside. Howard. It's rebounded by New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Lawson dishes to Thornton. The turnaround, and that one goes long. New York leading by 11. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Clock at 6. Lopez kicks to Galloway. Passes to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the feed to Thornton. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Here's Porzingis. 11 points in the game.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Thornton dishes to Howard. Howard setting the pick for Lawson. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 11. Kicks it to Howard. To the inside. Thornton. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Thornton's got 4 this quarter.
A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe 2, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes shot for shot.
Anthony's shot is off. Rockets trail by 9. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Here's Porzingis. Ariza covering. Porzingis can't hit.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Thornton pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Thornton's got 8 points. Galloway, the pass to Carmelo. Feeds to Galloway. New York, no good that time either. The Rockets shooting 43% for the game. Lawson kicks to Howard. Howard setting the pick for Ariza. Knocked loose. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
We've seen Howard doing his thing. 10 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones is checked in for Capella. Brewer comes in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Grant kicks to O'Quinn. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Montejunas is checked in for Houston.
Checking in for your Rockets.
Rockets trail by 6. Beverley with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the shot is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
New York calls timeout. Like last season, we saw Montejunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
New York leading by 4.
And Montejunas actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And there's the pass to Jones. Back to Beverley. Screen by Jones. Reeves dishes to Jones. Houston moving the ball around. Taken away by Williams. Vujacic the pass to Williams. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Grant. He dishes it to Vujacic. Back to Grant. To the middle. Williams against Ariza.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Jones. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Sasha Vujacic. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Now Grant. He feeds it to O'Quinn. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Serafin. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were around, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Serafin kicks to Grant. Stolen by Harden. Now here's Beverley. Covered by Vujacic. Jones dishes to Beverley. Pass to Ariza. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. Grant the pass to O'Quinn. Now the dish to Seraphin. Williams, that's good.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Harden outside. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40. Mostly because he only took threes, or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting threes.
And guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc. And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Grant kicks to Williams. Pass to Grant. Dishes to O'Quinn. He kicks it to Seraphin. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Howard misses.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. $12 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Beverly. The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks out front. They're up by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Rockets trail by 9. They've got Howard. Thornton out there with Lawson. Then it's Harden. And it's Capella in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Lawson kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. Anthony with the block. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Anthony's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. And here's Lawson. Passes it to Thornton. Doubled by Aflalo. Thornton dishes to Capella. The feed to Howard. Here's Thornton with 1 on the clock. And Howard with the stuff.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Anthony against Harden. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Howard with the steal. Lost in the pass to Thornton. Fires from 18. And that one comes up a bit short. To the left side wing. Here's Porzingis. And again, New York with the triple.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Kicks it to Capella. Anthony left side. To the left side wing. Here's Porzingis. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Porzingis has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for New York. Timeout called, the Rockets.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and he'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Capella.
Trevor Ariza.
Rockets trail by 16. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
New York leading by 16. Galloway kicks to Anthony. And the shot is good. Anthony's got 32 points in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
He used that pick to get in close. And that's 15 points for Howard.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Afflalo outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Porzingis. Ariza covering. Galloway, no good. Rockets trail by 16. A shot by Harden, wide open. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 11 in the second half.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Back to Lawson. To the inside. Here's Ariza. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 4 assists in the game. Galloway kicks to Afflalo. Feeds to Galloway. There's the pass to Porzingis. And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
In the corner, Thornton with it. He dishes it to Howard. Harden outside. Ariza, right side. Offensive rebound. Good D by Lopez.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Galloway. Pass to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yes, sir.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Lawson right side. It's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Outside Anthony. All sorts of time. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Galloway, the pass to Lopez. Galloway kicks to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's a follow. Back to Anthony. He feeds it to Galloway. There's the dish to Aflalo. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Ariza sends a screen for Lawson. The Rockets with another miss.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works. And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Anthony. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. Brewer with a screen for Beverly. Down low. Jones with him. Williams picks him up. And it's Terrence Jones with the finish.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Williams with a clean look. Matajunas grabs the miss. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Williams has gone 6 of 13 here. That's 46% field goal percentage. Grant against Beverly on the wing. Brewer. The Rockets again can't hit.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Grant kicks to Seraphin. New York moving it around. On the wing, Williams. Dishes it to Vujacic. Misses the 3.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
And Brewer kicks to Matajunas. Passes it to Brewer. Banked in off the glass.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And so here is New York. Here's Grant.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Motiejunas, that's a screen for Beverly. Motiejunas, no luck. New York's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Williams attacking. Quinn dishes to Williams. Grant outside. Stolen by McDaniels. And Brewer kicks to McDaniels. Jones with it. Stolen by Grant. And Grant with a clear path to the hoop. And he gets it to go.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
And the shot is good. And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams passes to Grant. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And in a two-game season series, you love taking charge of game one. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Rockets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Anthony. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And the basket by Brewer. Now, here's Grant. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.